Hey guys, and welcome to the next episode of my Road to Max series. I believe this episode 20, so we made it to the big 2-0 mark. And in this episode, we're going to be doing some crafting and setting up another very big moneymaker for the account. In the previous episode, we did a lot of herb lore, got just under sort of like 96 herb, midway between 95 and 96, through all the brews we bought very cheap and stocked up on. Now when we bought those brews after a bonus XP weekend, we also stocked up on a big stack of Royal Dragonhide, best part of 30k Dragonhide, and in this episode we're starting to crack through these and make some profit, but also get some serious crafting gains. As you can see by the level which just popped up on the screen, we are starting this episode by getting 95 crafting and the ability to do another effigy step. But for the considerable sort of start of this video, we'll be doing crafting because it's just going to bring some more money into the account, so we can spend it on some other things. So one thing I didn't really sort of count on, a bit similar to the brews in the herb lore situation, was just how good XP the Royal Dragonhide bodies would be. I was pretty much making about like 3 to 3.5k during this crafting period, and while I was doing that as well, I was also pulling like 400 to 450k XP an hour, which was pretty mad when I was thinking about it, considering I was making profit while doing it. And this is why skills like herb and craft nowadays, always try and do it for profit. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you will sacrifice XP, but in this case I've actually made profit as well. But as you can see, 96 crafting, we are flying through. Might end up switching it up and doing something else. I've got some plans for this account for this episode, but we'll see how we get on. So I stayed crafting, and we are actually going to get to another level. Pretty much just stayed on World 99 for a couple of days and just worked my way through these. Watched a couple of YouTube videos, kept up on some series which I've been delayed on. But yeah, here we are about to get 97 crafting, which is really nice. To be fair, crafting has been such a sort of like chill skill. That and herb lore really haven't been like too intense or taking up too much of my time. I can do something on the side as well, whether it's play the main or whether it's just watch videos. Yeah, been pretty nice. And as you can see here, we're going to get 97. I think that'll be it for this episode, just because after a while I did get a little bit bored. I'm going to save all of my Royal Dragonhide bodies till the end, just so we can see how much we've made through portables and also from the scroll and engineering. If you're going to use things like Royal Dragonhide, please make sure to go and get the Scroll of Efficiency, because you will save even more money when doing crafting. But yeah, now time to go and do some other stuff and hopefully show you guys what I'm planning for the next moneymaker. So just gone and spent a lot on the current promotion with my oddments. Basically anytime I get some decent promotions with this account, because I've got so much oddments from the Christmas event, I'm just going to use it and throw lamps on a certain level. Here, because I wanted to sort of rush the Fletching skill to get to the point of Onyx Bolts, I've basically just done the promo. The promo was loot rooms, which was quite OP. And when loot rooms do come back again, I'll make sure to be using my oddments for that, because it's a very worthwhile promo. And here, as you can see, I'm just working my way through and just topping up on lamps. Any lamps going straight into Fletching and hopefully get us to that level 73 as soon as possible. But I want Fletching to be there for a money making method. So what I'm planning to do with Fletching is to make things like Onyx Bolts E, and that is from fletching the actual Onyx tip onto the bolt, but then also using that as a chance to enchant the bolt as well for some magic XP on top. Now that's going to train 2 skills for me, but it's also going to make quite a lot of money. Fletching the tips onto the bolts is something like 7 mil per hour, but then also enchanting the bolts is something like 5 to 6 mil per hour. So for me, like, to make both processes, I'm going to be making 13 mil once I've done the whole sort of process. So it's a way for me to bring some more GP in the account, and it's going to really help for when we're ready to go to combat, because I'll have the money to spend on invention components, on perks, just so we have that massive jump to start with, along with a couple of other items I want to get for the account. So just from doing my extra spins on the loot rooms promo, got 86 engineering, which is definitely getting up there considering like we don't really train it, and 72 fletching. Now Onyx Bolts is level 73, so we'll just grab some protein logs and work our way towards 73, and I'll come back when we've got the level, ready to get grinding on the Onyx Bolts. So there it is, level 73 fletching, just did some protein logs. Nice and easy, very AFK, and I got the XP I needed. What I'll probably be doing as well, because the Sentry Bolts were also apparently better GP than Onyx Bolts, I'll be training all the way up there making Onyx Bolts myself, but I have got a couple of Knowledge Bombs or some bonus XP left in the bank, which I'll probably use onto Fletching, because I think the higher Fletching I get, the better alternatives I can swap between the two when I want to sort of swap around my money making methods. What I'll be doing with Fletching as well, once I've sort of going to do something else, I'll be buying and stocking up on my Onyx Bolt tips. I want to try and buy them for the lowest price possible because it'll give me the most profit possible. And as you can see here, to buy a set of Onyx Bolts, it's going to be quite a lot and a lot of money to take up. So the cheaper I can buy them bolt tips, the more I can buy at one time and the more profit I'll make. So there is level 75 fletching. I think I'm going to get a couple of fletching levels this episode because it's pretty much what I wanted to do to make quite a bit of money quite quick. However, 75 fletching is a quest requirement for quite a big boy quest there. Rivers of Blood will be very nice for us, and I'm sure it'll bring us some combat upgrades by the time we do it. The questing arc of this account is going to start very soon, I do promise, and we will be doing it. I think after I've caught up with all the Road to Max videos, we can start moving into the questing because I want to be caught up by the time we do it. And I'm hoping roughly about mid-June we can do one big quest grind and knock out as many as possible, because I think it's things I need to do on the account now. The skills are getting too high for the quest points that I have, and I just need to do some balancing out. So quests, achievement diaries, and all the other sort of stuff we'll be doing very, very soon. And another level there, that is level 76 fletching. Again, just AFKing my way through this set of 20k bolts. What's really nice about the bolts compared to things like broad arrows is that when you use a Fletcher, it gives you 60 actions compared to 15. Way more AFK and actually way better. I enjoy this form of fletching a lot more than broad arrows. Broad arrows can be a little bit tedious because you're always trying to make sure to keep refreshing and keep sure you're making. And making sure you're keeping on making the sets as fast as possible. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I've discovered that fletching per onyx bolt, you're roughly making just over 1.5k. And if you enchant them, as well as magic XP, you're going to get another 800 GP. Fletching purely is better profit, but for me, I want to train a little bit of magic XP as well, and I've got some ideas of where I can take the bolts to go and enchant them while making a little bit of money on the side as well, which I'm hoping to do a video if I've not already. So here is level 76 fletching and all the stuff we were able to unlock, all the special sort of Baneite arrows, which are good when we get some quests in as well. Now here's time for some good stuff. We're going to take all the money out of our GE. As you can see, all those brews sold very, very well. The Onyx bolts sold pretty quick as well, which is very nice. At least it's a nice turnover. And this is what I was doing a lot of, testing the margins before putting in a nice big buy offer. What I'd do, throw the buy offer in, and then I'd go and do something completely else for a couple of days, couple of hours. And then whenever the full stock had bought in, that's when I wanted to go and trade my fletching. And then that way I'm not wasting time just waiting for stuff to buy. But I'm trying to make the most profit from fletching possible. I want you guys to see that by doing things slowly and by buying it over time, you'll make yourself more money. Don't wait at the GE, go and do something else, and then in the meantime, Grand Exchange will be working for you. And it's just a little tip and a little way where you can be making a lot more profit for things you do in this game. However, there is another lamp. There is level 87. There's another floor, floor 44. Very soon, Dungeoneering will be on the cards as well. Again, combats will need to be trained up and stuff, but we will get there. My bolts have bought now. We're doing a lot bigger stack than before. That is 50k bolts we're going to work through as well. One little flip I've been doing on the side as well is Dragonstone amulets. For whatever reason, you can pretty much lowball them at like 8.5k. And even if you just leave them in the GE, at some point they'll sell for like 10.5k or 11k. And it's just a quick and easy way of making like 2 to 4 mil every like couple of days, maybe a week. Again, it's just something I do just because I can and I find it like interesting, but if you're looking for a way just to make a couple of mil per week and you've got a free G slot, that is definitely something I would try if I was you. Anyway, back to fletching. We've just gained another level and it's time to start working through this 50k and hopefully we'll make some profit nice and quick. So this is going to be the final clip and the final level of the episode. So in this episode, we've basically just done crafting and fletching, but we've definitely got a couple of levels in the bank. We've definitely made a lot of progress as well. We've unlocked 2 money-making methods in the Royalty Hide Bodies and the Onyx Bolts for future as well. The Onyx Bolts will be a training method for both fletching and magic. And as you can see by there, that is level 77 fletching, which is not too bad considering we were only sort of like 71 at the beginning of the episode. Onyx Bolts really are quite chill, and if you don't know of them or if you haven't done them, definitely a way to train your fletching up. It's very, very chilled out. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I would like to thank you all for the likes, comments on the videos. We've really sort of like blown up over the past couple of months. And I want to thank you guys for doing that as well. Thank you for all the likes and comments and stuff like that. Make sure to keep it going on though, because we're going to be pushing for 1,000 subscribers very soon. And if you don't know it all as well, I have got a poll in my community tab on my channel regarding something to do for a 1,000 subscriber stream. And I want to know what you guys want to see, what you want me to do for that stream. So go onto the community tab, vote for what you want to see, and I'll make sure that on the 1,000 subscriber stream, that is what you guys will see. But thanks again for viewing, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.